Hi guys, this is Juan from Miami. We're on a tire shop and a rim shop. Of course, this is not about that. This video is about this little thing here. I have a recently purchased Sprinter 3500, and I do having problems with the DEF. Now, okay, the DEF isn't working because a few reasons, maybe. So one can be this guy in here. This is the DEF Injector. Now, I watched videos where you can see people cleaning it and putting it back, and and test the car or the van after, and sometimes work, sometimes they don't work. I mean, the problem is still there. So, but I was thinking how we can test this thing in a practical way where it shows that everything is fine with this. So I was trying to locate one video and I couldn't. I mean, it's sometimes too technical. Sometimes you need a tool like a computer to plug into your cars. Most of the times you should do it, but now for me it's more like I need to find out this before somebody tells me otherwise, like, okay, what about if I don't need to change this, and then we change it. So it is $250 plus labor. I mean, it can reach $500 or something. So what about if I test this thing before make the decision either to change it or try something else? So what about if we take this out of the equation and says, you know what, that's definitely not the problem. So that's what I'm making this video. I couldn't find anyone showing what can be what we can do, like simple way, right? I'm a tire guy who like to work with tools. Like to work, I mean, to play with my dogs. So okay, let's test this guy. So first of all, this is in normal closing position. That means there is no way that you can blow air on this thing. The air or the water or the DEF is supposed to come out from those little holes in there. They're like little holes in there, like really tiny holes. So actually I watched this thing. I saw a video how to wash it. I did use warm water. I left it there for 20 minutes, and the DEF, I mean, a lot of people know that is the DEF doesn't like warm water or water, so on. And okay, but how I do know if I did a good job cleaning it, so, or if this thing here, this connector, is still working or not? So let's find out. So I have this multi-tester. I bought this stuff in Harbor Freight, $24. So let's put it on ohms right here, and then let's clamp these things in the terminals in there. There are two in there, right? Two little terminals, which we're gonna connect these guys in there. Now I have this to clamp it in there and to clamp it in there. So it's showing 13.6. So it means it's working. So we have a good connector, good contact in there in this electrical terminal. So that's good. So we take that out of the equation. So we're gonna move to something else now. What about if opens and close with power, with energy? So let's find out. So what I found is this. We have this old 12 volt transformer power source. So we're gonna plug this thing. We're gonna do this guy, this number. We're gonna leave this open like this, and we're gonna plug this on the power supply here, so we have juice. Now, let me show you this. 1 second. Let me show you this really quick. So we do have another 2 cocoa grounds. I think call it like that. And okay, so let's see. We put this in voltage, 20 volts. Now let's see what happened. Okay. Okay, gonna clamp one in here, and I'm gonna clamp the other one in there. Hold on a second, let me see. Oh. That is. Plug this. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm the wrong one. Okay, so it says 12 volts. So we have juice in there. Okay, let's go back to this. So let's unplug this. So the power is gone. So what we're gonna do is this now. We're gonna hear a noise from this guy from inside opening and let the DEF go out. Hold on a second. Okay, so okay. So that means it's releasing the EF. It's open. It's opening. Okay. Oh yes, Juan. So works. Yeah, but what about if still plug? How do you know, or how we can test if it's still plug? I mean a plug or not? Okay, so you put this thing back on the van, and then you are thinking that everything is fine, so this is out of the question. This is not a problem anymore because it's working. But what about if the fluid doesn't go through this thing here? If it's still clogged in there? So we know that opens and closes. We know that the terminal is good, of course. But what about if we don't know if it's gonna release the DEF or not? So okay, I'm practical. I have this pump in here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just plug one of these things here. I'm gonna leave it open. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put water on this thing. You can use anything to push water through that, but you gotta have some pressure. So I choose this guy, cheap. Okay, let's take a look. 1 second. Okay, so we have some water in there. I'm sorry I wasn't prepared. But let's put this thing in there. Oh. Water and electricity. It's only 12 volts, so we're good. Now, let me do this. So, I want to see that is. Well, my wife is holding the camera or the cell phone, so we want to see if we can have a good, liquid coming off. I mean, okay, I'm putting pressure on that thing. It's definitely not going because it's close. So what about if I do this? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, let's see. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, this is spraying. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. So, okay. Yep, it is spraying water. So definitely this injector is good. So the injector is good. So now truly I can say there's nothing wrong with this thing. I cleaned it good, so it is ready to go back in the van, and let's go and then check for another failure. Check for now maybe the the connector that goes in here, you know, maybe there's no juice, there's no electricity coming to this guy here. So as soon as I get back home, because I'm still working, I'm gonna test that. Now I know this part, this item here works. Works 100%. So on maybe I will make another video for you guys showing you how to test this thing here, and the one that brings the electricity to here. So and then after that, if that works, so then we're gonna check for the line coming off from the tank, the DEF, the pump. So but for now, this is good. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Thank you.